So modern Spongebob has some very interesting episodes, and today we got what might be one of the grossest ones I've ever seen.
Hey!
Very fitting title for the episode. It starts at the chum bucket where Plankton is watching a nature documentary.
Inside a fish's mouth, becoming its new tongue.
This is not a good way to start off the episode. Like, I'm scared already. Like, what in the freak bob is about to go down here?
Disgusting thing I've ever seen.
I mean, Plankton's face here really tells you everything you need to know. His plan is to glue himself to Spongebob's tongue.
I'll be in the perfect position to collect the Krabby Patty sample.
He accidentally glues himself and gets ripped apart by Garen. That is not her name, Karen, which is just a nice prelude to what is about to happen.
Tongue oppressor!
Why am I watching this? We cut to Spongebob, who is ironing his pants while looking like this, and then the door rings.
Ooh, I just love a poetry.
That shit unironically like scared me. The face is really uncanny. Her poetry sucks, but Spongebob takes the candy anyway with Plankton inside.
Eat me!
I don't like this whatsoever. Spongebob says he saved the last one for Gary, who eats Plankton, and then we cut to this. Now Plankton has to find another way to get inside the house, and surprisingly something actually kinda funny happens.
Maybe disguise myself as a door-to-door dentist. No, that's not a thing.
I don't know, that line was pretty funny, and I like how Plankton delivered it. Feels a lot more like a classic Spongebob dialogue joke than the type of dialogue we got right now.
Ew, I stepped in some old gum.
Of course he eats it since he is Freak Bob, and then he blows him like a bubble and stuff just starts happening. I mean, the Ren and Stimpy comparisons have never been more clear. To be clear myself here, I'm not saying they are on the same level, like Ren and Stimpy are leagues above this crap, but it's just that. It's like, I wouldn't even say they're trying to be like Ren and Stimpy, they're just failing at being as good as Ren and Stimpy at this stuff. Plankton starts trying to glue himself to Spongebob's tongue, but he's just super slow, and then this happens. Spongebob reads tongue twisters, which hurts Plankton, but it's okay, since they're now arriving at the Krusty Krab.
Guarantees Eugene screams. Oh boy, now I'm doing it.
Spongebob's breath smells like chum, which causes Squidward to almost die before the show just stopped making sense altogether.
You try passing through a snail's intestines and see what you smell like.
Little breath spray.
Like, what is this, Garfield? Why couldn't Spongebob hear Plankton right there? Like, I could understand Spongebob not hearing him when he was in his mouth because of like cartoon logic, but he was literally hanging out of his mouth, like talking directly to him, like what? This show is so dumb, bro. SpongeBob goes into the freezer and sees that they're all out of frozen patties. This is kinda helping with my Who Cooks Krabby Patties when SpongeBob isn't there video, so that's something this episode gives at least.
Which means I get to make a whole new batch. Hooray!
So I'm guessing that just confirms that SpongeBob stashes up on frozen patties, making a big batch. Huh. Well, back to the episode.
A little secret ingredient, eh?
Secret ingredient, eh?
The formula here, for some reason, has like 30 different secret ingredients with one for each letter, and Plankton tries to go 2 for 2 with his jokes.
A pinch of Z.
What's this guy making? Alphabet soup?
I mean, that's kind of something that I would say in one of these videos, and I don't think that's a good sign. They can't all be winners, I guess. Since Spongebob can taste nothing, he thinks the patties are bland and throws in some smelly cheese. Actually, they might wanna be Ren and Stimpy, and it's just not working for me. And I'm saying that as a big fan of Ren and Stimpy.
Flying Dutchman peppers and his old jar of toe jam.
Of course, Plankton now has to deal with all that, getting dizzy and passing out in SpongeBob's mouth, who still can't taste anything since Plankton is covering SpongeBob's taste buds with the glue.
We'll have to do. The Krabby Patties are ready, Squidward.
Everyone gets the disgusting patties that lobotomized Bob made, and they are of course not very happy.
It tastes worse than chum!
Krabs confront SpongeBob and stares right into Plankton's face, but of course don't notice him, and just tell SpongeBob his taste buds are worn out.
Until your tongue recovers, you're off grill duty.
Like, say what you want about Plankton's 50 other disguise episodes, but at least there he had a real disguise. Somewhat. Here he's just a bit pink, like his face is all out, like they're staring at each other.
Time to abandon tongue.
Plankton can't get out of his disguise, so he's stuck in there, and we see Patrick doing some modern Patrick stuff. SpongeBob walks up to him, and Patrick tells him his tongue is probably just dirty like his own, which we of course get to see on screen. Great. This can barely classify as a character at this point. Now SpongeBob starts washing his tongue, unfortunately. Alright, bro. Same show as Band Geeks, by the way. SpongeBob says he needs something stronger, so he goes to the boat wash. Lovely. Next he gets hot wax sprayed on him, because of course he does. Like, who is this for? I know I personally don't speak for everyone, but I can't really see how this is funny. It's just kinda gross.
May I borrow your hat, sir?
Oh, of course!
SpongeBob returns home and he solves the problem by saying it's just time for a new tongue.
Oh, silly me. Why didn't I do this earlier?
Fantastic. The door rings and it's Patrick who wants to borrow SpongeBob's tongue, so now Plankton is even more cooked.
Patrick eats more Krabby Patties than anyone. Why didn't I do this earlier?
Yeah, I highly doubt that Patrick is gonna be eating any Krabby Patties. Does he even do that anymore? I feel like he just screams and eats shit.
Annual chum eating contest!
Chum eating contest?
Yeah, that tracks. Also, right before SpongeBob apologized to Patrick for his tongue being a little loud, and I'm wondering if that's their way of addressing Plankton literally screaming in the characters' faces and them not noticing. That's not really how that works, but sure, it's explained.
Oh, why can't I have a detachable tongue?
Yeah. So this episode was not all that good, in my opinion, personally.